Gold medal game. United States versus Canada. The roar of thousands packing the arena greeted Stacy and her teammates as they skated onto the pristine ice. The crowd encircling the arena was a sea of red and white. This was Canadian home ice. 4 years ago, the Canadians humiliated America in Salt Lake City. Now it was time to return the favor. The star-spangled banner filled the arena. Stacy felt her chest tighten as the music swept over her. 20,000 voices joined in, the collective sound washing over her like a wave. She forced a swallow as she glanced up into the stands, finding her mother's tear-filled eyes glistening with pride and anxiety all at once. But it was her father's face, impossibly calm and unyielding, that gripped her heart with both longing and fear. He wore that same measured gaze he'd had through every high-stakes game of her life, the single expression she could never quite read but always yearned to please. The anthem swelled to its crescendo, and Stacy's mind flashed back to all those early morning practices, her father standing at the boards, pushing her to be faster, stronger, better. The weight of his expectations pressed down on her shoulders, heavier than any gold medal. As the Canadian anthem began, Stacy allowed her attention to drift across the ice. All of the women in red and white were formidable titans in the sport. There wasn't a weak link among them. Canadian head coach Andrew Kingsbury had created a formidable team, but Team Canada's greatest weapon was Owen Hartley. On paper, Owen Hartley was merely Team Canada's assistant coach, yet his uncanny ability to read the game and orchestrate plays made him the true tactical genius behind their success. Former pro hockey player turned coaching prodigy, he had an almost supernatural ability to read opposing teams' strategies and exploit their weaknesses. Stacy had watched enough game footage to know that many of Canada's most brilliant plays had come from his creative mind. It was hard not to admire him just a bit. His devastating, handsome appearance made it even harder. There was an undeniable magnetism in the strong line of his jaw, in the quiet confidence set in his lips. His dark eyes swept the ice once before they lifted, almost unknowingly, to meet hers across the rink. In that breathless second, time held its own gentle pause. She felt her pulse thrum in her ears, the world shrinking to just the two of them amid 20,000 fervent fans. "O Canada" reached its final notes, and Owen looked up, his eyes unexpectedly meeting Stacy's across the ice. The crowd's roar seemed to fade away for a fraction of a second. He gave her a slight nod, professional but warm, and Stacy quickly looked away, her cheeks flushing beneath her helmet. The referee's whistle cut through her thoughts, calling the captains to center ice. Stacy pushed all thoughts of Owen Hartley aside, tightening her grip on her stick. She had a game to win, and no amount of charming Canadian coaches would distract her from that goal.